Today we're going to talk about the wonderful world of managing columns in your course. If you go out to the control panel and under Manage Students, you're going to be able to access, there you go, you're going to be able to access your columns, all your grades for your students, and some of you maybe don't realize that you can customize this and you can really streamline your processes. Under the Actions menu, if you go to Organize, you're going to see Change Settings, Manage Columns, and Show Update Log. Today we're going to look at Managing Columns. If you click on Managing Columns on the far right side, you're going to see a whole bunch of different options that you can do. Along here you'll see all the marks, all the exams that you have entered into your gradebook. If you want to, well, let's, start at the top. You can align your columns center, left, and right. I have mine at center. I think that's the default. Hide columns. If there is something in your course that you don't need to see all the time, you might have a whole bunch of columns and some of them are not necessary. For example, let's say if I do Module 1 assignments, if I select this and I click on Hide Columns, click on Go, this Module 1 assignments column is going to be hidden now when I look at my regular view. If I want to make sure that it isn't hidden, I have to select the column that I want to release, click on No, and now it won't be hidden, so I will be able to see it again in my regular view. Released. Some of these columns you can see are released and aren't released. If they are released, it means that it will go to the gradebook for the students to see. These marks won't. If there is a column that you want released to the gradebook, you just have to select it, click on Release. That means that it will be available for the students to see in their gradebook. So some of you might have something that you don't want the students to see or that you do want the students to see. This is how you determine what the students can see. That they don't have to see, so I'm not going to release it. Decimals, you can change if you want. Organizing, you can add a column, label, trial run 2, just to show you. Type. If you click here, it's pretty straightforward. Calculated, you're able to put in a formula, letter grade, etc., etc. If I add that, it's going to add a column, and usually it's right at the end. There's my trial run 2. You can see it's not shown everything there, but let's say I want to move this column right to the beginning of the page. So what I'm going to do is select this column, go to Organize. I can move the item left 5 spaces, click on Go. Now it'll be 5 spaces from where it was. There's trial run 2, and I can just keep on bunny hopping all the way to wherever I want it in my columns list. I can also move the item right, and I can make it so the columns that I see or need to see most often are the most easily accessed. So when I'm doing report cards, I only need to see a few of the columns. I don't want to have to go through all the list and try to track down something. I can organize it in such a way that everything is really handy and easily accessible. Okay, this is long enough for this little tutorial.